fighting robot, Mega Man. Super fighting robot, Mega Man. Super fighting robot, Mega Man. Super fighting robot, Mega Man. Fighting to save the world.
Hey everybody, the Johnny Cage here, welcoming you to the brand new LP, known only as Mega Man 6. And in the year 20XX AD, the first annual robot tournament was held to decide who is the greatest BattleBot of them all. Could it be this guy with a plant for the head? The world needed to know. They demanded answers, and thus they had to have a robot tournament to decide. But anyhow, guys, the thing about this game is that the robots were all submissions to Nintendo Power, actually, and oh my god, are you serious? Mr. X? Oh, come on, Wily, you're not even trying anymore. You're really way too old for this stuff. I'm not even gonna act like there's a boss in this game that's not Dr. Wily, for the love of God. Anyhow. So all of the Robot Masters in this game were fan submissions to Nintendo Power of America, and they actually do have some creativity to them, and it's probably a good idea they did that. I mean, we already had Dustman by Mega Man 4, so let's see what we got here. Blizzard Man, Wind Man, Flame Man, Tomahawk Man, Centaur Man, Night Man, Yamato Man, and we're gonna start things out with Plant Man. As you know, everyone loves a Robot Master that's got a barrier power, right? You need one of those in every game. And he's also a flower fancier, by the way, just so you know. But actually, you might have already kind of gotten tipped off by the fact that there's a Robot Master called Yamato Man in this game. But this game was not supposed to be released in America. This was 1993. Super Nintendo was pretty much in its prime by this point. But Nintendo of America was like, hey, Capcom, you should still put out this game here, because people are still buying the NES. And they're like, nah, we'll pass. But then Nintendo of America's like, well, screw you, Capcom, we're going to publish it anyway. And they published it themselves, and that's why there is no Capcom logo on the Mega Man 6 cartridge, just so you know. It does look a little empty. There's something a little bit off when you look at it, and that's what it is. But I guess it wasn't that big of a controversy. No one really cared, so I don't know how it did sales-wise in America, but it's definitely one of the last great games to come out for the NES. We got the return of mini-bosses as well in this game. You didn't see many of them in Mega Man 5, so it's pretty cool to see them again. I mean, they're pretty nice looking. They could almost have levels of themselves. We could have had a monkey boss, but then again, I guess that's going into Mega Man X territory with having bosses that are animal-related, but whatever. So for this spring section here, you're going to want to hold down the jump button whenever you want to jump really high, and just lay off it when you want to do a little jump like that, in case there might be spikes around you. For these cracked columns right here, we're going to get a power-up for Mega Man later on that makes him super powerful. You know, super powerful fighting robot, but, well, it makes it so you can charge up a punch, and then punch really hard through things. More robot pain. You can shoot him in the body to kind of knock him back, but I just stick to the head. Best way to go about it. And speaking of head, the Mega Buster in this game does not have nearly as much girth as it did in Mega Man 5, which is a real shame, you know. Everyone likes a good girthy Mega Buster, and they kind of dumbed it down in this one, but, you know. The one major addition that this game made was that if you find an enemy health regen, or not enemy health, but enemy power regen, and you don't have any sort of power equipped, you're just regular Mega Man, as I am now, it will automatically put that regen into one of your powers. I think it's just like whatever's next in the list on your sub-menu. Or menu, not sub-menu. But, oh, I really love the fact they have these flowers are the little health regens, too. They look really nice. Great touch! You know, 5 stars for aesthetically pleasing there. And these fish, oh my god, they will just destroy you if you don't kill them, and they also respawn ridiculously quickly, so keep that in mind. This is actually a really tough level as far as Mega Man levels go, for being the level that you're probably supposed to play first. Although you could fight Blizzard Man first. He's your, like I said, in every Mega Man game, there's always at least 2 Robot Masters. Oh, geez, I can't believe that didn't kill me. Always at least 2 Robot Masters that you can take on from the get-go, and those are the 2 here, but I always find Plant Man to be a little bit easier, at least as a boss. That is. Also, something they added to this game was whenever you go through the door to fight a boss, you automatically move to a designated spot, which is always the same spot, but I don't know. It's not really important, I just found it kind of strange, so figured I'd mention it. Plant Man himself, he's as bare bones basic of a barrier boss, wow, that's a lot of B words right there, that you can possibly fight. I mean, his pattern is very simple, his weapon also incredibly simple, you just move around with it and run into things. We're only going to be using it against the boss that it's weak to, which is Tomahawk Man. Which is kind of another funny thing, that like the sequence of Robot Masters, the way that you fight them, it's really kind of straightforward in this. If you start at Plant Man, then you go to Tomahawk Man, then you go on the bottom row from left to right, and then you go to the top, but you skip Blizzard Man, and then you fight Wind Man, Flame Man, and then go back to Blizzard Man. That may have been a little bit more than I needed to say about it, but I figured I'd just mention it right now anyway, in case I forget. And here's our little screen after we beat a boss. Mega Man with a good shot at the screen. Pretty nice, I like it. And we get the Rush Jet, like, right away. I mean, thank goodness. It's been so long since we get the Rush Jet. Didn't we get the Rush Jet last in Mega Man 5, I think? Very last level. But anyhow, moving right along. As you can see here, you've got Plant Man beaten, so there's a Mega Man face over it. The way to get beat in this game is to go through alternate paths on 4 of the bosses, which are Tomahawk Man, Yamato Man, Night Man, and Centaur Man. And if you beat the boss going the alternate path, you'll get one of the beat letters, B-E-A-T. And that's how you get beat, which you can use in the same way that we used it in Mega Man 5 to help you out throughout the Wily levels. So let's take on Tomahawk Man here. He's who Plant Man's power is weak against. And, I don't know, he's got a little Wild West age. I can't imagine that this character would be around today, given, you know, the whole racial profiling of him and whatnot. But, you know, back in the early, mid-90s, it was still cool. You could still get away with stuff like that. Also, we have the return of the damn shield enemies. Like I said, they've been around since Mega Man 4, for the love of God. Once they find something that they like, the designers, they just stick to it, I'm telling you. Also, you got these hard hat dispensaries with them all crunched up in there. It's kind of like a crane game gone bad. Like, have you ever seen a crane game where the only prize in it is the same thing? That's just disappointing. I think I've seen one of those at like a Denny's once. Just so disheartening to see. Also, we have hard hats, of course, a staple of any Mega Man game. I don't know if they have any of the variations, though, on them that they had in Mega Man 5, where they're like underwater, or you'd hit one and they would break into 3 pieces or whatnot, but hey, Eddie's being nice with the 1-ups. I already got 2 of them, although this game I don't recall having a ton of 1-ups, but oh well. And this is how you use Rush Jet in this game. It's an adapter, by the way, so it becomes this part of Mega Man. And it reminds me so much of RoboCop 3, because in RoboCop 3, that's where he got that jetpack. Totally, and seeing as how this is the last Mega Man and that was the last RoboCop, it just totally reminds me of that. As you can see here, you really have to take physics and momentum into account when using it, because when you first hit it, it will just like keep you stable, and then it will lift you up, and you only have so much power to work with it, so keep that in mind. There will actually be some really tough Wily levels later on where we have to use that, so it should be fun. Hopefully. I don't know. Like I said, this is the one Mega Man that I have had very little experience with. I got this one, you know, just like 3 months ago. I had played it a little bit on emulators before that, but I never owned it until a short while ago, so we'll see how it goes. Also, another thing that I might as well mention now, but I hate making excuses for myself, is that my NES USB controller has just been messing up like crazy lately. Oh wait, Moonwalk! Yes! Oh, so that first way we took with the Rush Jet, that was not the secondary route. This over here is the secondary route, but oh damn, seriously, like my jump button seems like it's not being very responsive for some reason. Might have to switch up to the controller I used to play Super Nintendo games, but whatever. I'm not gonna make excuses for myself. We'll just Mega Man our way through it. That's what Mega Man does. And I am not even gonna bother to get that health regen down there. No, I'll probably kill myself trying to get that. Although I'm not very happy with the amount of power that I have right now, but we did get an E-Tank, so if need be, I'll use the E-Tank. You know, might as well use him early. Later on, it would be kind of a no-no, but we can handle it now. So we turn on the Plant Barrier, and you're going to want to use that against him the same way that you used the Skull Barrier against Dive Man from Mega Man 4. Just get in close, hit him with it, run out of there. He'll only do 2 things. He'll either throw the Tomahawk at you, or he'll throw a set of 3 feathers at you. And that's pretty... Oh man, I'm down to 1 health. Jeez. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that until the last second. Oh, that could have been bad. Alright, so throw it back on. I should just get in his face and just kill him. Come on, you die. Boom! As you can see there, you need to use all of the plant barrier to even take him out, and he's not that hard to take out with the Mega Buster. I've done it before, but why make things more difficult than they have to be, right? Right? Come on. So anyhow, that's gonna take care of Mr. Tomahawk Man. And we get the Silver Tomahawk, and we get the Beat B parts because we went the alternate path. And it gives you a little animation on how things attack, which is nice, because I don't have to show them all off myself. But anyhow, guys, that's going to be the end of it for today. Next time, we'll take out 3 more Robot Masters. This has been the Johnny Cage. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.